Good morning. Happy Monday. As you guys know, probably didn't get tired of it. Probably are tired of hearing it. But Monday, guys, what is Monday? Freaking best day of the week. Like, I love Mondays. Seriously, I'm so pumped. I'm ready. I always come on here, right? It's like, let's freaking nail this week. Okay, a lot of things I want to talk about, okay? So first and foremost, let me freaking see. Okay, got it. Okay, hopefully this is working. We'll see. Okay, first and foremost, a couple things I want to go over, okay? So this last week, as you guys know, it was my husband's and mine anniversary. And so we went to celebrate. And so we went to Cabo. And so the last day we were there, second to last day we were there, we were in the spa. And sure enough, there was a convention going on that was for like medi spas and stuff like that. I didn't even know what was going on. And so when we were in the spa, there was like a bunch of doctors and they were all talking about things they were doing and stuff like that. And so of course me, I'm like, so, you know, I always want to listen. I always want to learn. I'm growing every day, like I tell you guys. So, hey, Bailey. Gosh, every time I get on here, these dogs start getting crazy. So anyways, I'm over here like trying to listen, you know, and I'm like telling Brian, I'm like, shh, I want to hear what they're saying. So we were just sitting there listening, and so as we were getting ready to get out, Brian asked one of the guys, like, oh, what do you guys do? And he's like, oh, I'm from Dallas, because we were hearing them talk about, like, Long Beach. The other guy's like, oh, no, I'm from Long Beach. And so he was not, the guy that was from Long Beach was not a doctor. His wife was there. She was selling the skin pin. Anyways, long story short, we started talking, right? And so they were talking about how all the ladies there right now ladies there were on tirzepatide, right? And so the guy was like, and so of course I was telling him like, yeah, I was like, I love it, right? I was first on semaglutide and then I switched to tirzepatide because I wanted to try it. And so now I've been on tirzepatide for, you know, the last 5 months or whatever. I'm on a small dose. But I want to talk to you guys about that because so he goes, this was his question. He's like, okay, he's like, well, I'm going to lock the door, guys. Okay. Oh. He's like, so I was like, okay, so you're on tirzepatide, right? You guys have to remember, you're on tirzepatide. Whatever you are doing right now that you're on that, that's what you have to do to stay the weight that you're at. Because the guy, he goes, okay, he goes, well, what? He goes, what if I get on it and then when I get off of it, I go to eating 2,000 calories? That's great, right? If 2,000 calories is where you're at to keep you where you're at, right? And this is why you guys have to be documenting your food, right? He's like, I just want to get on it. And then when I get off of it, I eat 2,000 calories. It doesn't matter what you do when you get off of it. You have to do whatever you're doing right now to get you to where you're at. You cannot get off of it and think, oh, I'm going to go back to what I was doing. It doesn't matter what that is. It doesn't matter if it's 2,000 calories, right? Now, if you're on it right now, you're putting all your food in your phone, you know you're eating 2,000 calories, and that's where you're at right now, perfect. Stay at 2,000 calories. But you can't think that, okay, I'm going to get off of it and eat 2,000 calories. No, when you're on this, okay, and let's say you're at the size that you want to be at, okay, whatever you're doing right now is what's getting you to that size. Okay, you can't change. You can't change anything that you're doing right now. Okay, so that's why we always tell you guys it's so important. Okay, wherever you're at right now, don't get off of it until you know exactly how many calories you are consuming to be at the size you want to be at. Okay, you can't get off and say, okay, well now I'm going to start eating 2,000 calories. How can you, if you're this size right now and you weren't eating 2,000 calories and now you're going to start eating 2,000 calories, how are you not going to gain weight if you weren't eating 2,000 calories right here? Right? Like, do you guys understand what I'm saying? And so the guy's like, oh, so I was like, it just depends. I don't know what that number is for you. Right? Everybody's going to have a different number. Everybody works out. Everybody has different jobs. Everybody does different lifestyles, right? But if you think that, hey, I'm going to go get on tirzepatide, and then when I get off of it, I'm going to start. No, you can't do that. Okay? So you guys really have to understand that. The tirzepatide helps you not feel hungry, right? That's what the tirzepatide does. The tirzepatide helps you to where when you do eat, you're going to stay fuller for longer. Okay? But if you guys don't understand that you have to know how many calories you are consuming before you get off the tirzepatide or the semaglutide, okay? You have to know how many calories am I consuming right now to be this weight. Because if I change this, right? It's not the semaglutide, the tirzepatide. Yeah, it's helping you not be hungry. It's helping you not, eat as much, right? But that is the amount of calories that you're eating right now to be the size you are. That's how many calories that you're eating. Okay? So don't you for a second think, oh, now I'm off of it. And no. So before any of you, if you guys are on semaglutide or tirzepatide, you better be logging the last 2 weeks that you're on that every single bite to know this is the calories that I have to eat to stay here. Okay? Because if you don't know that, I'm telling you right now, you're going to get off. You're going to start getting a little hungrier, right? Because you don't have the semaglutide and tirzepatide. And what starts happening? You slowly start creeping back up. Okay? It's all numbers. That's why I love freaking weight loss, right? If you guys don't know, I was a math major, okay? And so that's why I get so into the whole, okay, guys, what's 30 calories going to do to you? What's 60 calories going to do to you, right? And especially as you're in the tighter range, which really sucks, right? But if you're trying to go from 120, that's what I try to tell you guys, right? 120 to 130, it's like 60 calories. That's it. It's a 60 calorie range difference, right? So what I'm saying is, guys, let's just say, right, that to be 120, right? To be 120, I'm just throwing it out there, maybe it's 1,400 calories. To be 130, let's say it's 1,500 calories. That's all it is. It's a 100 calorie difference between the two. Some people say, oh, I just had a little bit of this. That little bit of this is what took you to 130. Okay? And that's what you guys have to start realizing. You have to start realizing that. All right? So I also want you guys to realize the reason why, because everyone always says, sorry, why do you take it for? Let me tell you why I take tirzepatide or why I took semaglutide for a year. Okay? It's for me to have a lifestyle. I have never in my whole life, I've shared my ups and downs and my journeys with you guys for the last 10, 15 years. Okay? And as you guys know, I travel a lot. Okay? And every single time that I would get back from a trip, I would be on here and I'd be telling you guys, I'm up 10 pounds. This is how we do it. This is what we're going to do, right? I'm going to jump on protocol. I'm going to start following Bella, whatever it was, right? But it's this vicious cycle, right? And that's life. That's totally life. I'm telling you guys right now, being on tirzepatide and semaglutide has given me my life back, okay? I was just in Cabo for a week. Then I had a crazy weekend this last weekend right now with my team, okay? We were in San Diego for the weekend, right? I got back today. Got on the scale, I didn't gain 1 pound. Okay? That had not ever happened in my whole life. Okay? And that is the reason why when people ask me why I'm on the lightest dose of tirzepatide, okay? It's so when I'm out, okay? And it's not that, but the difference now is just like when we were in San Diego, I still had some fun foods. In Cabo, I still had some fun foods, but it doesn't allow me to go overboard anymore, okay? I've told you guys all along, I have a binging problem. You give me one thing, and as soon as I broke it, I'm 100%er. That's why I'm so good at protocol, okay? I am 100%er. I will do protocol 100%. But if I break it, this is where my issue is. If I broke protocol, you better believe that means we were going down the rabbit hole, right? It was going to lead from chips to cookies to ice cream to back to cake to back to cookies to back to ice cream. And I was going to have a heyday, okay? Because I already broke it, right? Well, shoot, I already broke it. I might as well just go big today, right? But being on tirzepatide, it literally can't happen. And that, to me, has brought so much freedom in my life, right? Because this weekend, I had a slice of cheesecake. I had a slice of this blueberry lemon loaf. I had a 100 grand, right? I had all those things, but I had one, right? I had a little 100 grand. I had a little bit of the little blueberry chocolates. I had a little, right? That is the reason why, for me, it does not allow me to binge. And sometimes that habit will still kick in and I literally get sick. Right? I literally get sick. The other reason why I love tirzepatide is because, like I always told you guys, I had a really bad time at nighttime, right? Nighttime was my Okay, I work all day. I don't really got time. I'm boom, boom, boom. I'm doing my thing, right? And at night is when I would just get those munchies. And because of the semaglutide or the tirzepatide, right? Now I'm on tirzepatide. Because of the tirzepatide, it's totally taken that away. And it's even taken away because I started realizing that when I would eat sweets at night, you know, because it's a diabetes medication, I actually, at night, I would wake up in the middle of the night every time I would have a sweet, really with an upset stomach. I'd feel really sick. Not even a lot of sweets, right? Maybe I just ate something a little with sugar in it. And so that has really helped me now to not even want sweets at night, which to me has been so big, right? So big. So I want you guys to really, you have to start realizing that, right? Maybe you've been on semaglutide and you've gained a little bit of weight back. Maybe you've been on tirzepatide and you've gained a little bit of weight back, okay? You guys have got to figure out before you get off your tirzepatide or your semaglutide or even protocol, right? This is why we do that lifestyle. That's why I always tell you guys, do not, right, do a program and don't think you need lifestyle. Lifestyle is the most important factor. And do not think that you don't need to be tracking your food. Okay. Now, if you guys are eating like protocol and that's all you're eating, right? Then that's when I tell you guys, yeah, if you're eating like a dog and you're eating the same thing every day, which is not a bad thing. Okay. People want to make you think it's a bad thing because they're eating crap and shit over here, right? We don't have to eat that way, right? And so if you're choosing to eat, you know what? Hey, I just want to keep it simple. That's what I love, right? I like to keep it super, super simple because I feel the best that way. Okay. So if that's you, then you don't have to worry about it, right? Like if you know, hey, I eat the same thing every day, right? Maybe it's just the weekend, right, that I go off. Well, then you better be tracking that weekend because like I've told you guys, you can have freaking 9,000 calories over the weekend, right? Between a Friday, Saturday, and a Sunday, you're easily at 9,000 calories. Well, crap. That's the reason why you can't get out of the 150s, right? Or the reason you can't get out of the 140s. It's our weekend. Okay, so maybe Monday through Thursday we don't have to track because you're eating just, you know, the same foods. But if you're knowing that, hey, it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, then you better track that weekend if we don't want to gain this weight back, right? You have to know your numbers. Like you have to know your numbers. That's one thing I've really been pushing my coaches lately is I've been checking a lot of our patients on the app and I've been noticing a lot of our new patients aren't tracking. You can't win this battle if you don't know your numbers. It's that simple, you know? People will be coming to me all the time. Sorry, just tell me what to do. I'll do anything. I'm like, okay, first thing I want you to do is track. Oh, well, tracking, I don't know about that. What? You just told me you would do anything to lose weight. How in the hell can we figure out where we're supposed to be if we don't know your numbers? Well, tracking is not freaking hard. Tracking is not freaking hard. You're making it hard. You're making an excuse. Tracking is not hard. Might be time consuming. It might take a little bit of time at first, but it is not hard. But if you can't track your numbers, then don't tell me you're trying. You're not trying. You want to try. You want it to come off. Okay? But you've got to know your numbers. You've got to know your numbers, no matter what. If you don't know your numbers, this game will be a constant freaking struggle for you. You want to make it easy? Track. And track every bite. Don't lie. Okay? Don't not track when you eat something bad, right? Those are just numbers. It's numbers. Don't you want to make this easier for yourself? Start freaking tracking. Like that's the easiest way to win this. Start freaking tracking. Every single bite for at least 2 weeks. And now we got data. And now we win this journey. Okay? All right. 6-week challenge, guys. Okay, as you guys know, April 29th is when we start our last 6-week challenge, okay? If you are in my challenge right now, okay, or if you have signed up for the next part of the challenge, you guys are gonna be getting a survey today that I need your help with, okay? The last 6 weeks, I want to do a weekly Zoom call, okay? But I want to do it at the best time and day for everybody, okay? So today you're just gonna get a quick survey. All it's gonna say is, hey, what topics would you like to be covered in the Zoom calls? Okay, we're gonna do a Zoom call once a week. What topics would you like covered? And what is the best day and time for you? Okay, but I wanna do these Zoom calls so that way if you have questions, we can go over questions during the calls, okay? And also we can go over topics, things that people are struggling with, maybe things that we need help with, right? Hey, can you explain this, okay? And so I want to do these that way the best day and time so we can get everybody on there. But now we're having these 6-week check-ins. We're having every single week for the last 6 weeks check-ins, okay? If you're not signed up for the last 6 weeks, you better. okay? There's absolutely no reason that you have not signed up. It's completely free. It costs you nothing. And every single week that you get your points, okay? Or I should say every single, at the end, if you get certain points, right, you can win 6 free injections, 5 free injections. We've got the biggest transformation, which is a $500 cash, right? So there's no reason for you not to be joining our 6-week challenge, okay? All right, guys. Anyways, I hope that makes sense for you guys now, okay? I hope you guys understand why you need a track, how important that is, okay? And then, of course, if you guys need anything, let me know, all right? All right, guys, I hope you guys have the best day ever. Remember, like I always tell you guys, Monday is the best day of the week. So get after it today, okay? Make sure you guys have made a plan. Write it down, okay? And don't find an excuse, right? And don't you for a second put bad thoughts in your head, right? I told you guys this last week, okay? You can either say, oh, this is so hard, or oh, this is easy. It's in the wording. Right? I'm so grateful that I get to eat healthy. I'm so grateful that I know what to eat. I'm so grateful that I don't have to think about what to eat. However you want to word it, right? You can either word it a negative or a positive. And if you want to make this journey a lot better and a lot easier and a lot happier, start saying things in a positive and stay away from anybody who talks negative, says negative, puts negative crap out there. Stay away from them, right? You don't want to be around that, anywhere around that. I'm serious. Okay? All right, guys, I love you. And as always, if you need anything, I am here for you. Okay? Love ya. Bye.